Hello humans, it's just Martine, and today I'm going to do a combination of the BookTube Newbie tag and the AuthorTube Newbie tag, because who wants to pick? I'm going to start with the BookTube Newbie tag questions, and then I'm going to leave a timestamp in the description if you're not interested in that and just want to watch the AuthorTube section. So the first question, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I love talking about books with other people. I love watching BookTube, but there's a lot of BookTube content that I don't like watching, and I felt like there was no channel that had absolutely everything that I wanted to watch from a channel. I don't like hauls, I don't like recent reads or like wrap-ups, I don't like TBR videos unless it's something creative like Bookopoly by Becca. That's the only TBR I can watch. So I mainly started it because I was asking myself, what kinds of videos do you want to watch? What kind of channel would you actually want to watch every video from? The second question, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? Some fun and unique things I think I can bring to BookTube are probably my ideas. A lot of the ideas will be the same as other people. I like making reading vlogs and such, but I feel like I have a more diverse range of reads because I only read on a budget. So there are 3 main places that I get all of the books that I read. 1 is the library. 2, the Dollar Tree. Nobody ever talks about books that you get at the Dollar Tree. So here I am to talk to you about Dollar Tree books, of which I found many gems from. And the third source is typically used bookstores. There are the occasional books I buy new or used from not used bookstores like on Amazon or something, but the majority of my books are from those 3 categories that I read. And the majority of the books I own are actually Dollar Tree books. Question number 3, what are you most excited about for this channel? I'm excited to share my view on books, all of the books that I like, books I don't hear people talking about because they're not popular or from big 5 companies, or they're simply put Dollar Tree books for a reason. I like reading so many things, and there are all these channels that focus on a specific genre, and I just read everything. I found books in literally every genre that I've loved. So I'm most excited to share those feelings with people and to hear what others have to say about those feelings and to form a little community where we can talk about books, because there are very few people in my life whom I can always talk about books with. So you're it. Question number 4, why do you love reading? I love reading because it helps me understand other people. I'm a forensic psychology major, and my interest in psychology came from my reading and writing experiences. The reason I write, which I'll talk about more in the AuthorTube tag, I'm pretty sure, is because it lets me peek inside other people's brains. It helps me understand other people and see what other instances in their lives might be causing them to act a certain way in any given moment. In the past, I've written stories simply because they help me understand somebody else in my life who I'm close to, because I get to see their perspective in that, or a similar perspective to theirs. It's the same thing with reading. I get so many more viewpoints other than my own. They're a good or bad person or morally gray. I love understanding other people, and reading is a huge part of that for me. And that's why I think I'm not very specific about my genres most of the time, is because it's just about the characters for me, and they're good character-driven books in every genre. Question number 5, what book or book series got you into reading? This is a complicated question. I have loved reading my whole life. When I was little, I used to make up stories in books and pretend to read them to myself before I could read. In 1st grade, I only knew how to read in French. That's a story for another time. Comment down below if you guys want to hear about that. And all my classmates could read in English, and I was desperate not to be at the bottom of the class, desperate to understand the stories everybody was reading and talking about and sharing with one another. So I started becoming an obsessive reader, and I loved it. More recently though, in like 2017, my sister was big on watching BookTube videos, and she started a Goodreads, and I was like, I want to get back into reading. So I did, and then my senior year, I took basically all elective classes, and so I read a whole lot that year, and I've just carried that forward. Goodreads is motivating to me, what can I say? That being said, my favorite book series of all time is the Kingdom Keeper series. More videos to come on that. I'll let you know. Don't judge yet. I have a lot to say about it, but At least its author hasn't been canceled yet. Question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I would probably ask them why they like doing hauls and TBRs and wrap-ups and such. I don't understand. It's not that I think that that's a bad thing. I'm glad that they like what they're doing, but I genuinely, I want to get it. What do they like about it? What do viewers like about it? See, it's not even a question for just booktubers. It's a question for everybody. Why do y'all like that? It's just not my style, and I realize that. What challenges do you think you'll face starting a booktube channel that will be the hardest to overcome? Personally, I think when I go back to college, it will be really hard for me to make bookish content, and that's why I'm not choosing a category for this channel. I want it to be reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. I know everybody's like, one tip for starting a YouTube channel is to find your niche. My niche is me. I'm my own niche. I'm just Martine. So every part of me is going to be on this channel. That's just how it's going to be. But I think some people might not like that. That's fine. But I think that will be a challenge to overcome, and growing. Growing is a challenge to overcome. Growing my channel. Growing as a person. All of the growing. Question number 7. When did you start reading? As I mentioned, I've been reading all my life, but 2017 is when I got back into reading more at a time. I never stopped loving to read for fun. I just stopped making it a priority to find time. Yeah? Question number 8. Where do you read? Wherever I have time to read. This is why I like audiobooks, ebooks, physical books. There's always a way you can be reading somewhere, unless you're busy. But like waiting in between classes at school, there's always time to read like 5 pages of a book. That's where I read. Everywhere. And the final question of the BookTube Newbie tag, question 9? I have lost count completely, and I didn't make it a numbered list, which would have been smart if I was going to say the numbers, but I didn't really think about this beforehand. Anyway, the last question of the BookTube Newbie tag, what kind of books do you like to read? And as I've already said, genre doesn't really matter to me, but characters do. So good characters are a must for me. Literally nothing could happen in a book, but it could have an amazing character, and I'd be happy. Not even just like contemporary books where it's just supposed to be about the character, but like a high action book. Nothing could happen. Nothing of substance could happen. And the character could be amazing and I'd be okay. So the books I like to read are character driven. Alrighty, that concludes the BookTube Newbie tag portion of this video. Now onto the AuthorTube tag. Hello, writers. People who like hearing about writing. It's time for you. Question number 1. How did you find out about AuthorTube? I found out about AuthorTube by watching a Kate Kavanaugh video, and I was like, wait, there are a whole bunch of people out there that make videos like this, and they have a community, and they call themselves AuthorTube? That's dope. I stumbled upon AuthorTube by watching her probably most popular video. I tried writing like Stephen King. It's definitely her most popular video. She's talked about it before. A great video, but that's how I found AuthorTube, through Kate Kavanaugh. Shout out to Kate. She'd probably never watch my videos, but hello. You're amazing. Question number 2. What genres do you write in? Now, there's a video on my channel, I'll try to link it in the cards somewhere, about all of my writing projects, of which there are many. Almost all of them, or at least all of them that have completed first drafts, or 0 drafts, or whatever you want to call them, rough stuff. All of them that are actually written are YA contemporary. Do I want to stay in that genre my whole writing career? No. Here's the thing, I'm a young person, so it's natural to write from a young person's perspective. I don't really have any other perspective at this point, but a young person's. And I like character-driven things. Characters matter to me more than anything, and I'm terrible at thinking up plots. YA contemporary? Characters? Formulaic plot most of the time? It works for me. Question number 3. What is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? Present tense, first person, YA. Question number 4. Are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser? I used to be strictly a pantser. Now I'm a plantser. Question number 5. Are you a self-published, traditionally published, or yet to be published author? Yet to be published. May never happen. Yet to never be published. Might be the case. That's me. Question number 6. If you're not published yet, what is your dream publishing company or literary agent? Anyone who will publish my book and work with me? Myself, if I want to self-publish? Literally anybody? As long as they have like good standards and are fair, I want to work with you. Question 7. What AuthorTube related videos can you expect to find on my channel? Vlogs, writing vlogs, sit-down videos talking about writing, like my All the Projects video, which I tried to link in the cards earlier. Who knows if I succeeded. I tried writing like videos, except with a slight twist. Like Kate Kavanaugh does all these writing videos. I tried writing like Stephen King and K. Jemisin. Those are cool. Maybe I'd try those in the future. I have this video where I'm like, you know what I really want to do? And I tried writing like, and then a booktuber. Like, I tried writing like Kate Kavanaugh. I tried writing like Brooke Passmore. I think those would be cool. Writing experiments, writing journey updates, all of those things. Question number 8, when did you start writing? I started developing a love of writing in the 4th grade. Shout out to my 4th grade teacher. He was a writer, and yeah. But the first time I ever wrote through a full draft was 8th grade. And I've been chugging out the drafts ever since. Question number 9, what was the first story you ever wrote? Ever fully wrote? Project Cal. More information about that in that video I mentioned earlier. Question number 10, what authors have inspired your writing the most? Sarah Dessen? I don't know, I love her stuff. People who churn out books like monsters? Is that a good enough answer? Question number 11, do you schedule your writing sessions or just get to them whenever you can find time? I usually just get to them when I have time. I go through seasons though. Sometimes I'm writing, sometimes I'm not. Like in June, I wrote a whole draft of a book, but now sometimes suddenly I'll want to write, so I'll write for like 20 minutes and then I'm like, okay, I'm done for the day because I'm not in a specific season of writing. Question number 12, do you type on a computer, typewriter, or write everything by hand, or do you do a mix? I do a mix. I mentioned it in my video that Project Cal, I first hand wrote, then I typed it on a computer. Since then, I've only really written on a computer. I wrote something handwritten the other day. There was the start of a chapter that I may never use for a project that I do want to write, but that I have written the first chapter for like 5 times now, so that's fun. And the final question of the AuthorTube Newbie tag is, what are you most looking forward to now that you are a part of AuthorTube? And the same answer goes from my BookTube Newbie tag, wherein I'm just excited to meet people, to talk about the things I'm passionate about, have people understand where I'm coming from on things. And that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle related content on Wednesdays and Sundays. Go ahead and comment down below. Do you prefer BookTube videos or AuthorTube videos, or do you feel like you like a combination of them? What's your favorite corner of the YouTube world, even unrelated to books of any kind? Let me know, and I'll chat with you guys. Bye humans, bye!